This is something I pulled together from these three books: The Year of Magical Thinking by Joan Didion, Mortality by Christopher Hitchens, and Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Now bear with me here. Joan Didion made me notice something about grief, that it doesn't just take someone you love, it takes a version of you with them. We frequently get that strange feeling where loss hurts in your identity, like a whole little world you shared with them just shuts down. She writes that when we mourn our losses, we're also mourning ourselves, as we were, as we are no longer, and as will one day not be at all. And for Didion, grief is not just they are gone, it's also who I was with them. The routines, the private jokes, the role you played in their life, all of that disappears too. So there's this double grief for the person and for the self that can't quite exist in quite the same way again. And the Stoics talk about this with memento mori, or remember that you will die. Marcus Aurelius writes, you can leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think. And put next to Didion, it sounds like they're staring at the same fact. Everything we are and love is temporary. The Stoics don't really fix this. They just sit in it and ask, if this is fragile, what actually matters? In Christopher Hitchens' book Mortality, it feels like a modern test case. He writes while dying of cancer, watching his voice, his strength, and his old identity just fall away. He describes the hospital routines, the gowns, the blood tests, the dependence he has on other people, and he keeps pressing on this one question: what does honesty look like here? To me, that's memento mori in real time. Didion gives the texture of loss, the Stoics offer a way of thinking inside this awareness, and Hitchens shows what it can look like when someone actually walks through it with their eyes wide open. And put together, to me, they convey the same quiet thing. We and the people around us won't always be as reachable as they feel today. I find all three of these very different books strangely grounding, that Didion, the Stoics, and Hitchens are all circling around the same hard truth and trying in their own ways to face grief, loss, and their own mortality awake.